Nerdrotic.com.
You know, Gina Carano didn't put pronouns in her profile. I'm going to end that woman. And I'm going to go through her entire Twitter feed to see what tweets she liked. Courtney Lo tried to get Gina Carano fired. She ran a campaign through her platform that was a platform owned by Comcast, by the way. Siffy Girls is part of SYFY, which is owned by Comcast, an entertainment streaming network. And she used their platform to try to get somebody fired.
No business, born insecure junkyard motherfucker.
She thought that was a good use of her time. Apparently, because I said, you know, I don't know who has the time to do that. I hope Courtney Lo doesn't have a bill to worry about. I hope to God she's not a mom. But apparently she is, which is shameful. And I feel sorry for her kids. I really do. Because a mom like this, what is she going to teach her daughter or her son? Well, maybe they'll be able to witness consequences through their mother. Because Courtney Lo no longer works with SYFY Girls.
Jesus Christ, great.
And her tweet originally said, anyway, please hire me, CourtneyNlo.com, writer, editor, on-air host, talent, podcasting, PR, and communications. And below that, I cut it out. It says, silly bullshit. Is this how people ask for jobs? Now I'm going to sound like an old man. Cloud. Is this how people ask for jobs now? Like, I shaved my fucking beard for my interview at Tesla. I mean, I felt like an idiot then, but I really feel like because I had just gone on and go, I'm like really good at parts and stuff and silly bullshit. Totally hire me. Courtney, I want to extend this out to you. Nerdrotic is hiring. We're hiring unpaid internships, but there are conditions. You have to renounce your SJWism and NPCism. Apologize to Gina Carano publicly every day you work here. You wake up in the morning, you apologize to Gina Carano, and you also denounce your white supremacy. You're going to have to do that too. And I might consider hiring you and training you up to teach you to possibly be talented. I'll also, if she's willing to do it, have you talk to Carrie Smith for a long time because you need to be deprogrammed, Courtney. Siffy Girls, thank you for being a friend. Fangirls for life. Today, we're sad to say that we're ending publication from Siffy Fangirls. We're so proud of all the work we've been able to do for the past 4 years. Getting people canceled, talking about intersectionality over and over and over again, focusing on identity politics, saying things like Star Trek Discovery are good. These are crimes against imagination and humanity. Oh, I'm sorry. They didn't put that in there. We're incredibly honored to have been a space for people who otherwise don't get the space or recognition to have their voices heard.
Shit.
Interjection, please. Who in the fuck is owed a space in entertainment? Who's owed a fucking space? This is a business. Who's owed recognition? Your voice can be heard every day to your friends. But, I mean, who are you to go on somebody else's platform? I mean, like, listen, Comcast set this shit up. Like, what did you think was going to happen? We're heartbroken. I'm not. But thankful we had the opportunity to share the best of what geek culture can be with all of you. Remember, geek like a fake geek girl. Oh, I'm sorry. Like a girl geek. For one, you're what? In your 30s and 40s. Spell girl right. For fuck's sake, spell sci-fi right. Actually, I'm glad SYFY's called SYFY now because it's no longer sci-fi. As I said below there, the new learning to code isn't an option anymore. Trade school will be, especially with the incoming economy or lack thereof it, we will need more people. We need more female representation in sanitation. in roofing, in auto mechanics, sewage treatment. These are places that I think we need a lot more female representation. And Courtney, I think you're the girl to do it. I think you can make it. Trade schools, you don't have to go for 4 years, and you don't have to get $100,000 to $200,000 in debt. And that certificate you get will probably make you more money than a bachelor's degree in bullshit studies. Just a thought. Now, I have been kicked out of 3 high schools. I did learn a trade, and it ended up paying off. Now, I don't make as much money, or I didn't as a lawyer or anything. But I did okay. I was able to pay bills, buy comic books, live a life. It was great. Or sandwich making. Ichibaka said sandwich making. Now, dude, not anybody can make a sandwich. My wife makes the best sandwich, period. It's not even debatable. So stop it. I hear you. Stop. You make the second best sandwich. My wife makes the best sandwich. Yellow Flash looks torn up about this. I'm really worried about him. Now, who is torn up? Gail Simone. I love Ethan's response. Oh. Trigger! Oh, that is fucking beautiful. I love Ethan. Wait, what? No. Yes. And Ethan goes, hey. Gail Simone. You're next. If they did a 616 documentary on Gail Simone, like a 52 documentary, like if DC did, and they followed her around while she's watch Gail Simone during her day. Well, first I go on Twitter, then I go eat, then I'm on Twitter, and I go for second breakfast and 11sies. Then I go back on Twitter, try to cancel somebody. I write a couple of words in a comic book and spend the rest of the day on Twitter, flicking my bean or whatever. And you wonder why the comic industry isn't just a disaster. This might be it, folks. The nerd had their 50. We had a very long 15 minutes in the era of the geek and the era of genre television, genre film might be over. Now, Disney has announced 75,000 Star Wars shows and a bunch of Marvel shows, but we're not seeing a ton into production except for the Obi-Wan show finally. But they're going to find Disney might be able to pull it off because the way they can shoot The Mandalorian, that is pretty innovative and cool, I have to admit. But places like, CBS Viacom, they're not going to be able to afford this shit much longer. And they're going to be looking into alternate forms of entertainment because they can't afford this. And I think when you see something like Siffy Girls go under, that's just one of the first of many dominoes to fall. Useful idiots. They were fine when we had a great economy and we can give them some little section on our website to brag to our friends about in boardrooms. Nobody actually read this shit. The only thing they were good for is content on YouTube, and for that, they will be missed. Bye, Siffy Girls. And Courtney, call me.
Stop! What's it all this? I've had enough of this rowdy, rebel, niggling behavior. Silence! I'm calling God.
If you like what I do here, please consider subscribing to the channel and liking and sharing the videos. It really does help. And if you did this with your favorite YouTuber as well, I'm sure they would appreciate it as much as I do.